Well, hey everybody, Rob here at Final Third Cigar,
And I'm Isaiah.
and today we're doing the Final Third Friday pairing. So today we're going to be working with the Stolen Thrones Crook of the Crown Robusto.
Yep. And we're pairing that with our own barrel pick of Indiana Whiskey Co. This is the Final Third barrel. It's bottled at cask strength, so we're basically minimal filtering and threw it into a bottle. So
Yeah.
This is something we're proud of. This is something we have here at the shop. Sorry if you're not local. We're actually about sold out of this.
Yeah, we're down to about probably a case and a half left of our original shipment. We do have a new one coming up, but I also am going to be saving back about a case for the 1 year anniversary, so we can actually share that at the 1 year. But yeah, so this is actually what we're going to be pairing today. It's actually a beautiful pairing. The flavors, this whiskey actually is sitting at about 115, 118 proof. And we'll get into a little bit more of it here as we get going.
Yeah.
Nice healthy pour.
Nice, healthy. At Final Third, you only get 2 ounce pours. The Glencairn's built for 1.5 ounces, but we'll give you 2.
We do too.
Yeah,
That's right.
It gives you a little bit to.
If you want 4, we'll do a double in there for you too,
I'm
buddy.
not doing a double in a Glencairn.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So we're going to get into this cigar and chat about that for a minute first. If I can get my microphone in the right spot. This cigar is really nice. It's got a San Andreas wrapper on it.
It kind of smells spicy.
It's got a nice little spice on the nose. A little bit of the barnyard, but not quite the manure side of the barnyard. More of the hay and dark chocolate notes.
Absolutely.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. All right. Time for a cut.
So we're sitting here recording today on Indy 500 Day.
Yes.
And we got it on in the background, so it'll probably be... Actually, the race will be starting here in probably about half an hour from right now. So if we keep turning around because we hear of crashes, you know why.
So right now on the cold draw, all I'm getting is like that hay barnyard and just a tinge of pepper.
Yeah, it's more of the pepper on the kind of on the lips.
Yeah.
Not really getting it on the cold draw, but just the lips kind of leave a little bit of a pepper note. And then, of course, we get into the whiskey.
Yeah. So I'm going to give her a nose. And
see, the nose I get a cherry. I know you get a different kind of fruit.
Yeah. I was saying raspberry, but the thing that's most prevalent in this to me is like kettle corn. That's like kind of how the sweetness presents itself to me, is like State Fair kettle corn.
Yeah, I mean, it really, nosing it, unless you just get your nose in there and just take a big whiff, it smells really, really mild.
Yes.
Like it's not going to have, not mild, I shouldn't say mild, ton of flavor, but not hot.
Yeah, it's not
like
burning your
80
nostril
proof.
with alcohol.
Yeah.
That being said, Rob and I do drink a lot of barrel proof stuff, so
That's kind of our jam. The I'm getting even kind of a little bit of a citrus note.
yeah.
And then, what's the other one we were getting? It was
There's a slight cream thing.
creamy
in there.
smokiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this thing.
Yeah, it's still like a kettle corn sweetness to me.
Yeah.
There's a slight fruitiness. Today, on the palate that I'm on today, I'm not ready to commit for raspberry. But yesterday when I was tasting it, I said raspberry.
Yeah.
And then
I could see that because, like I said, I was getting the cherry and citrus, which could come across as more of a, kind of a sour fruit like a raspberry.
So, but it's fruity. It's corn forward in the sweetness. There's nothing wrong with that pour.
Not at
now,
all.
that being said, we're extremely biased to that one. But
yeah, I mean, this was kind of a fun pick for us because we went on a pick with the Indiana Bourbon Club, and we were picking a barrel for the actual club, and I was there too, and Isaiah and my wife, and then we had Cole and a bunch of other guys there too.
Yep.
And the majority picked the bottle that went out to the club. Isaiah and I picked this barrel.
Yeah.
And as soon as the club picked the other one, I went up and talked to the owner and said, I want that barrel.
Yeah, hold it back for me.
I mean, it was kind of a unique barrel because it was having a lot of issues. It was leaking a little bit.
Yeah.
So you were getting all that juice between the staves, and
There is something special about a leaking barrel.
I agree.
All the way around. I have had like one that I just like thought got over oaked, but
And this one definitely has some oakiness to it.
Yeah.
But it's not over oaked. The thing about Indiana Whiskey Company too is, and I guess I'll just go ahead and say it.
yeah,
They proof down their stuff so much that it loses a lot of its complexity
It
and a
does.
lot of its flavor. I've heard there's rumor that they may be changing some of their modeling on that, which would be
Yep.
great. But this cask strength stuff, I mean, their distillate is
Solid.
actually really amazing. Their mash bill's great.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we tasted their White Dog literally
I bought
right
a
off the
bottle.
still. I bought a bottle too, and it's one of the better White Dogs I've ever had.
yeah.
Really
So they,
sweet. And
They make
flavorful.
great product. They just don't know how to put it on a shelf quite
Right.
yet.
And they do a lot. I mean, like I said, they proof it down to 90 on the actual just regular bourbon, and then they do a lot of finishes, or not finishes, but a lot of like maple and
Yeah.
cherry and just different.
I mean,
different flavored
they're
whiskeys.
hitting the mass audience.
They
They've got
are.
a chocolate. They've got a maple. They
Yeah.
of course have a cinnamon. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we're
But-
really happy with the way this turned out and the way it goes.
Absolutely. And I just gotta make sure I'm staying out of it because I drink quite a bit of it myself.
Just
So,
just a couple a day.
just a couple. Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's what
Just saying.
That's what Rob says.
That's what Rob says. This has a slightly closed foot too, so you can actually this just like Isaiah did. He started toasting a little bit, but then you can actually just go ahead and light it and get that flavor right off the end of that foot.
Oh my goodness. That wrapper, it will just light your tongue up with spice. You get all that
Oh, yeah.
initial pepper on the tongue.
Yeah, and we smoked this yesterday too, and the retro on this is actually absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's if you like spice.
Yeah. But actually, not to foreshadow in the pairing, it mellows out after the first third.
It does. It does. Man,
This is absolutely fantastic.
it is.
Right now, it's sitting at Baker's chocolate, a little bit of hay, and definitely red pepper. That retro hail is lights you up, clear you out. If you have allergies, you don't anymore.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm also getting kind of as you get rid of that retro hail, kind of let your palate kind of rest. I'm getting kind of some baking spice, almost like a cardamom kind
Yeah.
of feel on the tongue, just kind of resting there. I'm actually excited to do the sip and smoke too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the puff, and then I'm gonna go to the sip.
Okay.
As you can hear, they're singing the national anthem in the background.
You probably can't hear it.
Oh, you probably can't hear it. Ooh, the perilous fight. Ooh, my palate's actually working a lot better today.
Yeah, mine too.
Yesterday, I was struggling with getting notes out of this thing. Not struggling with getting notes, but struggling with what note I was actually getting, my thought of the note. So,
Yeah, this is
man,
right now. So I just went sip to smoke.
yeah.
It's maraschino cherry right now.
I'm telling you
It's
what.
chocolate and maraschino cherries.
I agree. I can agree with that,
Like
but I went
dark
the other
chocolate.
way around.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm getting?
What?
You ever had those chocolate oranges where it's just like a chocolate and orange, and you hit it on the table and it pops apart in little chocolate pieces, but they're orange flavored chocolate?
I don't
ever had those?
I don't think so.
Oh man, you live in Indiana, and you don't have those? Come on, man.
I
I know a lot of you guys out there have had those before. It's literally like
I mean,
an orange.
here's the deal. When I get given a box of chocolates, which happens hardly ever, the chocolates that I avoid are the orange and the raspberry.
Oh, these
I
are
think they're
magical.
all terrible.
These are actually good. You'd like
Okay,
this. It's good,
okay.
good quality
I
chocolate.
mean, I've been fat
That's-
longer than a day, so probably.
These are actually, that's what I just got. That was that chocolate orange that you get. We always used to give them to the kids at Christmas time, and I might accidentally have gotten an extra one for myself at time or two. So
Occasionally.
just once in a while, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Practically.
Practically cuddling.
Yeah, we had pretty fun weekend here, guys. Actually, it's been an amazing weekend. We've had a lot of people coming out getting cigars for the race and for the weekend.
Wow, that is orange chocolate. Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
That's great.
That's exactly what see it. How much you like that? You would like the orange chocolate. I'm telling you.
Okay, I believe you. Just don't. Here's the deal. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody. The people who buy the orange flavored icing cinnamon rolls, you're sick in the brain. Like if you want something lightly acidic on there, it's the sour cream or the cream cheese icing, not sour cream. Still probably be.
And you're right.
Good.
Going backwards, I still get citrus.
Yeah.
But I am getting more of the chocolate, and the cherry. That's kind of cool. I've not had a cigar where you go back and forth and one's cherry, one's orange.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
This is a fantastic cigar.
It is. If you guys have anybody in your area that has stolen thrown cigars, the Crook of the Crown is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the Three Kingdoms too.
Mm-hmm.
Three Kingdoms just going to be more leaning towards the baking spice notes and all that.
Yeah.
But this one here, this thing is just great. If you like a
So this is
almost full body, it's not completely full body. It's more of a medium full. But
I think it's full.
it could be.
It's pretty close to full.
It's not there yet, though.
Not
see.
there yet.
We'll see.
But I'm pretty sure it's a Nicaraguan filler, Indonesian binder, and Mexican San Andreas wrapper.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I can go look.
I'll go look. I'm
All right.
closer.
Yeah, so we actually have tags on the boxes that kind
Yeah.
of give us all the detailed
I'm
information.
right.
So, yeah. So I mean,
This does the Mexican San Andreas Maduro thing with,
It does.
with the chocolate and the coffee notes, which are absolutely some of my favorites. And
Yeah.
normally it's like, if it's San Andreas on Nicaraguan, I'm in.
yeah.
This just has that Indonesian, and I don't know what it's adding, but I'm not mad about it.
No, not at all. Not at all. And again, they're blending some great cigars. I can't wait to see what comes next.
Yeah.
But I've always loved this one. All right, let's go here again. I know I'm biased, but I absolutely love that whiskey.
Yeah. It just rolls across your tongue, coats your mouth. It just
It
does
doesn't give you the heat on the front end. It gives you that nice Kentucky hug.
Yeah, I guess it's an Indiana hug with this one.
Well, it would be an Indiana hug.
Yeah.
Would that be called a bro hug?
Bro hug?
Bro hug? You know, practically cuddling.
Practically cuddling. Yeah, Rob and I are holding hands under the table if you're not.
Except for your hands on top of the table right now. Wait, is that not your hand? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I need a pink slip. Lisa! Lisa's the HR director around here. I'll just call her up and file a complaint.
I'm glad, though, we did this today because I actually figured out what we're going to get you for your Christmas bonus. It's going to be a chocolate orange. I might even spring for two.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I am still enjoying this quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's putting off great smoke.
Yeah.
Great draw. Super, I don't know if you can tell this on the camera or not, super oily wrapper.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like you should rub your hands on it and get oil on your fingers. It's got that much oil on it.
But you can even see on my labels the oils come through on it on the paper.
That's pretty cool, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
don't.
definitely an oily wrapper.
Yeah.
And as you can see, burning great.
Absolutely.
You know, we chose a Robusto today, try to do a little bit, try to get our video time down just a little bit, but this is burning pretty slow, so it might not do much.
Nope. Well, it's still got to burn quicker than a Toro.
Yeah, especially in this cigar, because we have the Toro too.
Yeah. I mean, the Toro's good, though, also. Nice thing about them is that even their Toros is not a big fat ring gauge. Like,
No.
Like
No,
some of
because
them are.
this Robusto, I would almost say this is probably closer to a 48. I mean,
Yeah.
in reality, I think it's listed as a 50.
Yeah.
But that one definitely feels more like a 48 to me. Like that
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is definitely like a, I don't know, a Rojas size cigar.
yeah, the king of small gauges.
The king of small gauges. Oh my gosh, that red pepper is still lighting up my nostrils.
Nice.
I love that.
Nice. There's actually in the bourbon with just kind of leaving the cigar on the palate but not actually doing the puff right away. That bourbon has gotten more rich. The citrus and cherry are still kind of popping there, but there's a very creamy component right now that I don't normally get unless I'm smoking with it.
Yeah.
Very creamy. Maybe it's your orange icing on.
On the cinnamon
cinnamon
rolls?
rolls.
No, it can't be that. Of all the things, not that, Rob. Not that. You knew your parent or your friends were rich when their parents bought the orange icing cinnamon rolls. It was a
They
sad
were
time,
rich.
man.
You realize they're like right next to the
Hey,
same with the white ones are the
hey,
same price.
I didn't get cinnamon rolls as a kid, so it was like. But all the rich kids, they had the orange icing ones. They were like,
Is that when you used to walk around Sturgis with your, piece of butter bread, watching naked bikers having sex in the parking lot?
watching them get into fights, man. That happens way too often. The funny thing is, it's like Hell's Angels will fight with Hell's Angels. No outside group will even touch Hell's Angels, though. Like, you don't mess with them.
Yeah.
Them and the one percenters, like, that's
Yeah.
it's a respect game.
Oh yeah.
I don't care who you are, but kind of crazy.
Yep.
Drunk
So what else
on
is
Bud
new with
Light.
you today, man?
Dude, preached this morning. So, yeah, when I say at the whiskey pastor, that's actually my profession is pastor. I'm associate pastor at a smaller church in McCordsville, Indiana. So, that's me.
And the coolest pastors are the ones who drink bourbon and smoke cigars.
Yeah, that's why
Just
I do
saying.
it. Just
I know.
because I was trying to up my game a little bit.
Got to get that cool factor in there.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Totally.
Nice. Nice.
It's funny, man. I got into cigars like heavy when I was in college, which I went to school and got a theology degree. But there was a shop in Nashville that I'd always go to. Shout out to Smokers Abbey on Gallatin.
Absolutely.
That's East Nashville.
Great shop.
Wonderful. But they had a study room. I think I did every single class in that study room.
Nice.
Just stay there till 1 a.m. smoking cigars and writing papers.
Well, that's funny. I've had a lot of younger guys come in here or down the smoke pit when I was down there. That that's when they got into cigars was when they were in college, and they'd have some some of the local shops that would just stay open for them, let them sit back there, and whether they could afford to buy cigars or not, they opened it up and let them come in to do their studies.
Yeah.
It's like that's awesome, man. That's the kind of community you really want to build around a cigar shop. is
Absolutely.
not just young people, but people that realize not everyone can come in and spend $100 at a cigar shop, get cigars and get a bunch of drinks and sit down here. There's college students are on a budget.
Yeah.
And you can come in here and get a $4 cigar, and you can get a $5 pour and spend less than $10 and actually sit and enjoy it, or not get a pour and just get a $4 cigar and
Totally.
relax. And
Well,
that's the goal.
my go-to was always 2 cigars and a nitro cold brew, because they had a beer tap and they had nitro cold brew coffee on one of them. So that was always my go-to for studying nights.
Nice.
So it's just, of course, normally I'd walk in there and be like, Brady, what's good today? He's my man.
Shout out, Brady.
Shout out, Brady. I love that guy. Anytime I'm back in Nashville, I'm like, when you gonna be at the shop, man?
Nice.
I need to see you.
Nice.
But,
I need to get down there with you sometime.
Let's do it.
Go
That'd be a
road
blast.
Road tripping.
Hey, we could go to a Preds game.
As long as the Avalanche are beating them, I'm good. Oh
That's
yeah, by
fine.
the way, they did beat the the Preds in the first round. Just
I believe that.
Actually, they swept them. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I don't care. I was just saying Preds because, like, those are fun games to go
Actually,
to.
they are. I love watching hockey.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed on my Instagram, I watch hockey in here every night.
Every night.
Every
Every
night.
single
Well, every
one of
night there's a game on. There's not a game on tonight.
Well, it's 500
There's a
night.
game tomorrow, though. So,
But,
man, this pairing's just building nicely.
yeah, all that college stuff. Even today, like, I hardly study without a cigar. It's just how I learned I do it best. So, my sermon had Juarez in it.
Nice.
I think there was a Mil Diaz. And
Nice.
So probably one other one.
You didn't shout them out during the, you're in the middle of preaching.
No,
you're talking
I didn't give him the creds. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crown Heads.
Juarez, chapter 1, verse 1. Mil Diaz, chapter 9.
Open your
verse
Bible
69.
to Mil Diaz.
Yeah,
6:5.
6'5".
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you are on Instagram following me. I did a little video and posted it today. Obviously, this is several days after that you're actually seeing this video, but patio's come along great. We're within days of having it done.
Yeah.
And then we'll start building the furniture and have that thing ready to open up. And
Absolutely.
couldn't have been a better time. Right now, it's in the low 70s out there, sunny, no humidity. It's absolutely.
It
may be
wonderful.
one of the best race days that I can remember.
Yeah.
We've had hot ones, we've had cold ones, we've had snow flurries. Actually, Nick, the pulpit, he actually just sent me a picture. They're down there at the track and in the shade.
Oh,
Said
really?
breeze. It
Yeah.
says nice and cool. I'm like, that's perfect.
Yeah, Jeff, one of the guys who occasionally comes in the shop, and he's in the Starlight group and Indiana Bourbon Club. He sent me a picture. He has a flask full of Starlight honey rye
Yeah.
at the
yeah.
track. It looks like a great day.
You gotta bring in your libations for the.
Do
for
they
the
let
race.
you smoke at the track?
I don't know if you can in the stands. I don't know. I have no idea.
Aladino, official sponsor of the
Indianapolis 500.
500. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
One of my friends is running sound for the Indy 500 right now.
Oh really?
Yeah, so we keep giving him crap about putting in like fake car noises.
I'm sure people think that, but if you're ever at the track, that's exactly what the sound is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just every time it's.
Yeah. Totally. Dude, this pairing is
It's
spectacular.
perfect. It is very good.
And this is my first cigar of the day. It is more
Mine
on
too.
the full-bodied side, but it's not beat you up. I'm not
Well,
sure.
you just had an energy drink to get your, blood flowing
yeah,
for you,
hey,
so you're
man,
good.
I'm an introvert. At the end of a Sunday, like at the church, wiped out.
I understand that. I'm an introvert as well, and it's funny because I know a lot of people think I'm an extrovert because of the work that we do, and no. I mean, as much as I love people and love hanging out and love talking, people wear me the hell out.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, again, I love it. 10 years ago, I was the guy that, didn't talk to anybody. You ashing on the floor over there?
No.
My gosh, you savage.
I'm not ashing on the
Savage.
floor. I'm
Start calling
flaking
you
on the floor.
Savage pastor over here.
Savage pastor.
So we got to meet Isaiah's lady friend.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Nice girl. We're really questioning her her ability to choose guys. But other than that, she seemed really, really nice.
I told her you said that was her only red flag. She was dying, man.
She had
thought
2
that was-
strikes. She never got to the 3rd strike, though, so that was good.
Yeah.
Good job, Victoria.
Yeah, great
She's
job.
watching this, right?
No, she's never gonna
Oh,
see
come
this.
on, Victoria.
She will never watch this.
Come on. I mean, she's such a huge cigar smoker.
Huge.
Huge.
Big into cigars. Yeah.
So what was the one thing you told her if you guys ever decided to get married? What was the thing?
Yeah, she'd have to smoke a cigar beforehand.
Which I think he just basically got himself not marrying this girl because I don't think she's ever going to smoke a cigar for you, buddy.
Oh, she will. She will.
It may be secondhand smoke by accident where she's gagging on it, but other than that,
that's fine.
But it's really cool. Yeah, her and Lisa we're having fun over here, choosing some
buying
shirts for us.
Hawaiian shirts.
We got an over the top, ridiculous Hawaiian shirt coming out here for us to wear on the patio.
Yeah.
Totally stupid and insane, but
It's dumb. It has Rob's face built into the pattern on it. So
well, I wanted them to find one where we could put all three of our faces on them, and they picked the one.
hey, man,
It's gonna be fun though.
it's gonna be great. It is a dumb looking shirt, but I think that's the charm.
That's the charm.
That's the charm.
Well, I mean, my face is on it, so it definitely brings up the value and
no, that
quality.
makes it even more stupid,
Oh, my
Rob. Nobody wants to see your face. It's all over everything.
You keep looking
See
at my
that?
face.
Right there?
You keep looking at my face.
That's you. You wear your own face.
No, I know it's stuck, and I can't get rid of it now.
Yeah.
I guess
Your
I could
face
get
is stuck?
I could get rid of it if I wanted to.
We can burn it off.
We could throw Lisa's face on there.
Nobody would know Lisa's face. She don't even smoke cigars half the time.
She smoked one last night with me.
It took her 3 hours to get a Mil Diaz down.
It did. She is a slow smoker, but she also relights. Where I end up going in the humidor, walk for a while, come back, and it's like it's out, and I relight it. She'll go do something, and an hour and a half later, she'll come relight it.
I think she just forgets about them, man.
She does. She gets on her computer and kind of forgets about what she's doing.
I have so much ash in my keyboard, like on my laptop.
Yeah, mine actually.
goes in.
I took it to Apple because I had some issues with it, and they I told them, I said, can you just go ahead and clean it and everything for me, and they fixed it and come out, and it's like the screen even has like smoke marks on it and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
He's like, yeah, to replace the screen it's going to cost you a little bit more. I'm like, nah, we won't do the screen.
Yeah,
But
they wanted to replace it.
well, it just had the how monitors can get the edging going on.
Yeah.
You still see it perfectly. It's still HD images, but
Is this
it's
your
got this flake.
MacBook?
It's my Mac. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've had it for a couple
Yeah.
years at least now.
Yeah, I'm running this 2015, and it's been a champ. But
Oh, they're awesome computers.
they keep updating all my softwares, and my softwares are saying no longer fully compatible. Like, you better work. I'm almost to affording a new computer. Please work until I get there.
Tip money's building up.
Yeah.
Hint: if you're in here and Isaiah treats you right, tip him well so he can get him a new computer.
I'm almost there.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say, man, we have some amazing customers here.
Absolutely
I
fantastic.
mean, we've got so many great guys and women that come in here every day, and
Yep.
it's been such a great time meeting new people, but also bringing people in that we've known for a while. And I mean, shoot, his dad and buddies come in here and hang out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just that's what we want. We want people to come in here and relax. And the whole point of our entire place is this:
Yeah.
cigars that you can pair with something you like to drink, and it can be coffee, soda, straight bourbon, cocktails, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But the whole goal is more about just the conversations around the table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we very seldom. I mean, we do occasionally. I mean, I get it. I'm an introvert, and I like to go to the cigar lounge and sit by myself sometimes too. But a lot of times we get people that come in by themselves, and by the time they're done, they're sitting down next to each other talking. And
Yeah.
nothing like having a comfortable spot where you can go and really relax and just enjoy what you do. And cigars bring people together. Cigar brings people from every walk of life together. And I think the patio is going to be even better once we
I
get
think
that going.
so.
It's going to be a blast.
Hey, are you into the second, third?
Barely.
Barely.
Barely, yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a minute then.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're definitely well into the second, third here. A lot of the notes are starting to come come to life. The pepper note for me has dropped a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely more smooth. You're still getting the pepper on the retrohale, but not.
But it's not like it was in the first third.
No.
On light. On light, it's like the heaviest it'll be.
all
in
the reds and
entire
blacks.
song.
Yeah,
and
it was beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
And so on the second third, dark chocolate, graham cracker. It's slightly nutty. The red pepper, like Rob said, is died off, and there is a tinge of like waffle there.
Yeah, definitely the waffle's starting to kick up a little bit. And in the whiskey, with having the cigar on your palate, the whiskey is bringing out some maple notes.
Mm-hmm.
This whiskey, I love this whiskey because it doesn't give you that medicinal heat going down. But man, after you get it in your chest, when you swallow, it just kind of warms you up. And you're like, oh man, this is perfect. But it never gets so hot that it's oppressive at all.
There's some like barrel-proof whiskeys that'll just light your mouth on fire. Your chest feels like it's gonna explode. This is not that way. It's very kind about how high proof it is.
It is. Now, I mean, if you're a low proof guy and you like the
Please throw
80s,
it on
90s,
ice.
I mean, add a cube. I mean, it will hold up to a cube really well. I mean, we had a guy in here yesterday, a friend of mine, Eric. He stopped by. He had a pour for the first time of it, and he had it on ice, and he loved it. But he is one guy that likes a little lower proof.
Yep.
And, again, the best bourbon you can drink is
the bourbon you want to drink,
the way you want to drink it. And
that's it.
There's so many people out there that are snobs about, oh, you have to drink it neat. You know what? I always recommend when you get a new bourbon, pour a little neat, try it. Add a drop of water, try it.
That's it.
Add maybe a little more water, add an ice cube. Try it different ways because you may find a bottle, even if you're a neat guy, you may find a bottle that's like 10 times better by adding a cube.
Yeah.
There are some bourbons out there that, I mean, I like the highest proof stuff. I like 130s. I like all of it.
Yeah.
But there are whiskeys out there that when you put a cube in it, it opens it up and it brings a whole new flavor profile to the whiskey that you don't have. And sometimes it's nice to have. I mean, you're sitting out on the patio and it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, I'm a
It's not bad having
barrel-proof
chilled.
guy, and if I'm sitting out on the patio, one of my favorite ones to throw a cube in, and I'm talking like a single cube because I'm not trying to get it too watered down.
Just chill it.
But it'll hold up to it, is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof.
Yeah. And I mean, those you're getting anywhere from a 128 to 138.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
depending on your barrel, but even at 128, you put a cube in there, you might be proofing it down to 118, 115.
Yeah, you're not going that far.
It's not
with
hurting it at all. And honestly, with something like that, it takes down the initial bite of the heat,
Yeah.
and it also brings more of those banana notes out too.
Yeah,
which is
Jack
beautiful.
products do tend to drink blazing hot. It's just because they're hot rick houses in Tennessee. They're getting a lot of barrel interaction, and also the charcoal filtering. It's you're getting a lot of those charcoal notes in there, so that can affect the way it drinks. But
yeah, this one, last time we smoked this, which was yesterday. Again, we're recording on race day right now, so we're actually closed today, but we're hanging out in here getting this done. The mocha coffee note was really hitting towards the end of the final third. I'm starting to get a little bit of the mocha already, and I think it's because I'm not drinking as much right now with it, so probably need to pick up my drinking just a little bit.
Figure it out, Rob.
I'm figuring it out. Go.
I'll teach you. No, yeah. I love just the way that this changes in its thirds very well. The cigar's very complex. I enjoy that. And then it just changes the way you perceive the whiskey too. So
well, you were just like me. You didn't take a puff recently. Take a drink of that, man. I'll tell you what, the cinnamon's popping on it now too. Which I've not gotten a lot of cinnamon in this before, but that
so right there,
great.
that was cinnamon orange. Man.
Yes,
cinnamon
exactly.
orange peels.
It is so good. If you haven't gotten in here and tried this, you got to get in here and try it. Again, honestly, we're running low, and I want people to try this.
It's not a high price pour either. I think we're running at 10,
12 or 13. I think is what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Double is going to cost you $20. You're getting 4 ounces for $20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the bottle price on that one was around that $55, $60 range. So it's not a high dollar bottle. Of course, you can't buy bottles. once this one's gone, it'll never be recreated by them again because it was a problem barrel for them because it was leaking, all these issues with the barrel. In my opinion, they really didn't know what they had.
I don't think so.
And it's amazing.
Stellar.
And what's crazy about this bottle, if you look at this thing and the color in this, you would think, oh, that's probably a good 4, 5, 6 years old. Well, they use small barrels, and this thing's got about a year and a month age on it. It's all it's got. But those small barrels increase the speed of the way it actually ages.
Yeah, there's a lot more surface area in there. And the other thing that plays a role in it is the place where the barrels are held. What they're doing is kind of an accidental heat cycling. Because when there's still is probably 15 feet max
from the barrels.
Yeah, from the barrel. So when that still gets going, that entire place heats up.
Yeah.
So you're talking all your wood, like when the barrel heats up, all the whiskey is being soaked into the wood, and then when it cools back down, the whiskey gets pushed out of the wood. So there's a whole lot of barrel interaction, and honestly, I'm not mad about it.
No, not at all. And that's the thing. I'm excited to see them start putting out more barrel-proof options because the barrel-proof product that they make is actually really, really good. I hope they didn't, put themselves in a corner to where they're, people don't try them out because they already seen it.
They'll have to do a rebrand.
They're going to have to do a rebrand because, it's one of those things where, again, we love this bottle. We don't really like a lot of their other products. Not they're not doing anything good. They're obviously selling, or they wouldn't be continuing to do it that way. But for the bourbon, nerd like us, you want the flavors of the whiskey. You don't want the added flavors of cinnamon and maple and chocolate and all that crap.
Yep.
And if they do release some, they're going to have to either do some rebranding because one of the things they do on their whiskey, which absolutely pisses me off, is they throw the net. Hey, train's here.
Train.
Lisa tells us to drink whenever the train goes through, so we got to drink.
Cheers.
But one of the things they put on the barrel, on the bottle, is it says Indiana Whiskey Company bourbon, but then it just says just whiskey.
Yep.
I'm like, this is not just whiskey.
Yeah.
This is absolutely fantastic. Maybe the 90 proof is just whiskey.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to mix that with something.
But some of your old shelf staples, those can be just whiskey to me. This is not just whiskey. This is something else. It's special.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely getting more of the coffee notes now, which I dig. But I'm still getting that chocolate orange with the whiskey, which I absolutely love it. I know a lot of these notes are going to continue as we keep going. Not going to change a whole lot. There's a couple new ones that pop up in the final third that are kind of unique. But again, the pairing's fantastic. Cigar's fantastic.
Yeah.
You definitely got to get out here and try them. We've got quite a bit of stock of both of them right now. This barrel release, I would assume it's probably going to last another month and a half or so before we put the last case or case and a half back for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
But we'll be having we have a new barrel release coming up from Starlight. It's a 4-year rye finished in almost 2 years in a 80-gallon port barrel, and it's I don't think that I've ever seen them release a rye in a port barrel, at least not a barrel pick.
Ooh. Well, they just did.
But that was ours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other parts of our barrel have been released.
Yeah.
So,
and if you're interested in getting a bottle, that's the thing. With this bottle, we couldn't sell bottles. Mm-hmm. With the new release coming up, if you're interested in getting a bottle, join the Indiana Bourbon Club, and it's as simple as going on Facebook, look up Indiana Bourbon Club, and follow the page. And then we'll be having a bottle release party here at the lounge.
Yeah.
And half the barrel is going to the club, half the barrel's coming in here.
Absolutely.
So if you want a bottle for yourself, you can buy it through the club. And you
I
can come
tell
in
you
here
what,
and try a sample of it. And I'm telling you what, it's amazing.
It's fantastic. Also, the sticker is something that you'll want to keep around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a special sticker.
Yeah.
Just put it this way. Isaiah looks like a badass with a beard.
Yeah, it's an A-team sticker.
It's
and
an
all of our faces are photoshopped on.
It's awesome.
And I got Mr. T. So
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. T over here.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like Mr. T just a little bit?
no.
We need to get you some gold chains to start wearing here in the lounge. Like
Gold
all the
chains.
gold chains.
Hey.
Every gold chain ever made.
I'll be iced out if you buy it. I don't have money to be iced out, Rob.
Maybe plastic gold chains, but we got you, buddy.
No. I'm not wearing your Mardi Gras beads.
We got some over there still somewhere. I don't know where they are, but we
I
got
know
some
that.
over there.
Tanya brought a ton.
She did bring a bunch. Well, you know what? New Orleans is they're not shy on their beads down there, man. They got every store you go into has thousands of beads to buy.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you can go to the Mardi Gras store. They actually have a Mardi Gras store.
Really?
Where you can buy, bulk beads. That's so you can throw them down so Isaiah shows his boobies to you.
Well, they're not that good to look at, but
They're there.
they exist.
They exist.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
My goodness. Yeah, that
man.
coffee note's kicking up for me.
And I'll tell you, there's a smokiness coming out of the whiskey now that I like. That was one of the things I picked up when we were doing the barrel pick was, and I love peated Scotch. I know a lot of people don't like it. and
They're
that's
wrong.
Totally
No,
fine.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's totally fine. It's definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah, it's not
But
for
there was
everybody.
a little bit of smoke in the end of this that reminded me more, not as much like a peat, but more like a campfire note.
Yeah.
And
And
there's just a little bit in this, not enough to where most people are going to pick it up.
No.
But as you're drinking, when you're really sitting there thinking about it, it kind of comes.
But
to
it
my
is
head.
really
That's-
just more of like a barrel char smoke than it is peat.
It is.
Peat can be offensive, but I don't think so.
When
Peat
someone
is
says
pretty.
burnt Band-Aids, I'm like, ooh, that sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me too, man. Oh man, I'm kind of mad. I missed the release, because they do drops of Lefroy 10 cash strength.
I know. I got the email. I was kind of disappointed too.
Yeah, I missed it. One of my buddies, one of my congregants has one, and he just brings it over to my house as long as I'll feed him cigars, which deal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Deal.
So you got to try it?
Oh yeah,
How was
it's
it?
so good.
Yeah.
Well, he brought that, and he also brought an Octomore.
Oh, I love Octomore.
Yeah, he brought the 11.1, which is just those are crazy.
They are.
Because they're coming from Bruichladdich, and
Yeah.
they're you're talking 3 and 4 year old whiskeys
Mm-hmm.
blended together, heavily peated, and I don't know. I think it's just wonderful. It is a whiskey for the peat heads.
It is.
But the thing is, I think once you age it long enough, the peat kind of tames out.
I think so too. And there's a lot of people that claim Octomore is the most peated Scotch you can drink.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you what. I mean, I think Octomore, when you're drinking it, it's definitely got more of a balanced feel to it. I mean, you can tell it's a quality whiskey. I mean, if you want the peat bomb, Lefroy 10 is going to be your traditional peat.
Yeah.
It tastes peatier to me than Octomore.
Oh, it does. I think.
Or Peat Monster from Compass Box is another one that's got a lot of
I
peat
haven't
to
tried
it.
that one yet.
I got it at home. I can take care of you.
You bring it in.
I will. I
No,
will.
don't bring it in, but definitely give me a pour.
I'll bring it in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
Not bringing it in. No.
No.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. The Peat Monster. I haven't tried any of the Compass Box stuff.
Oh, it's good stuff, man.
I just have trouble buying scotch because it's I can either spend $90 on this bottle,
That's right.
or I can spend, I guess, $75 on Starlight. What the heck?
Right.
That doesn't even make sense.
Well,
in my head now
and that's
that
the
I'm trying to
problem.
justify
it is, and that's the problem. We had those tariffs for a while that was really screwing up our Scotch purchases here in America because the cost of Scotch jumped 20-25%.
Oh, yeah, all the import
But
tax
it's
went
starting
up.
to finally come back. It came back down, and you're starting to see more Scotch on the shelves. But again, I mean, most scotches are in that 80 to 90 proof range, and I'm like, it doesn't quite hit my palate now that I'm more into the higher proofs, bourbons and whiskeys.
Yeah.
But there are some amazing cask strength options out there in Scotch, but you're gonna pay for it, and that's the only problem I have is, do I want to spend $180 on a really good bottle of, Scotch that's at cask strength, or do I want to buy 2 or 3 bottles of Starlight or something else, good around here that we can get? I'm like,
they all have their place.
they all have their place.
Yeah. Well, especially Compass Box. Compass Box is expensive, but that's because they're sourcing and blending.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have not tasted their stuff, but from all of my Scotch friends, I've heard that they are master blenders.
They are. Well, and they're kind of what Barrel is to the bourbon side.
Yeah.
On blending.
Yeah.
Barrel does some absolutely amazing blends of bourbon, and you pay for it. I mean, they're $90 to $100 bottles,
Worth it.
but they're very, very much worth it.
That's seagrass.
Oh.
I have one at the house, and I would spend it again.
I'll tell you what, that one that Cole shared with us, the cast strength.
Yeah.
Was it the cast strength?
Yeah,
Seagrass?
The 16 year.
16 year,
Oh
that's what it
my
was.
gosh.
That was
now you're
insane.
talking $250 a bottle for that?
Yeah, worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. There's a few bottles out there that I'm approaching that $300 range. And I'm like, you know what? I don't spend that kind of money on bourbon very often or any kind of whiskey. There's a few of them out there I'll do that with.
I've never spent over $150 for whiskey.
I'm about to, because I'm trying to find a couple of special bottles. Finding at least is she likes that high dollar whiskey right now.
She does.
She's getting into it, and trying to find her a bottle of Heaven Hill 17 year.
Yeah, gosh.
She loves that. Definitely
Good
not spending
luck.
the $1,700 on the secondary market, but I want to find her a bottle I can get for her at MSRP. But that one, that cask strength sweet corn from Old 55.
Yeah, this year's release is stellar.
Oh my gosh, that's the top 3 or 4 bourbon for me of all time.
Might be for me too.
I love it. I mean, and it was $300 a bottle,
it was.
and I would spend it if somebody has one. I would spend it.
I mean, the thing is with Jason Fruits over at Old 55 is he has control over the entire operation. If he didn't grow the grain, he's not making whiskey.
Right.
That's just kind of how he is.
Which is good and bad. It's good in the process that he knows exactly what's going into everything he's making. It's bad because he's only got so much he can put out. So, hence, $300 bottle of sweet.
Yeah.
And sweet corn is a problem. I mean, as great as it tastes, it is a massive cleanup. I mean, that stuff is just so gooey and everything else. And the cleanup process probably, I would venture to say, it probably takes you 10 times the amount of time to clean up after a sweet mash or sweet corn mash than a regular mash.
Yeah. I'd believe that. I mean, people complain about sweet corn, and they also complain about rye. Because rye is the same way in a pot still. You got to clean the bottom, or it's going to burn and mess up the rest of the.
Exactly. Really ruin it all.
But and we're just giving shouts out to all the Indiana brands today. Shout out to Spirits of French Lick while we're at it. And
you guys make some amazing absinthe.
Yes,
I love their absinthe.
One of my favorite pours, to have at the house all the time, is the Lee W. Sinclair.
Yeah.
It's their 4-grain bourbon, bottled in bond. So it's corn, rye, barley, oats.
Yeah.
And it is, I love oatmeal. If you don't like oatmeal, it's not the pour for you.
Right.
But it does taste heavily of oats.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Well,
it's
the Mighty Gladden. That's another good one,
yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. And we've got that at the bar at
We do.
Final Third. So
FinalThirdCigar.com.
FinalThirdCigar.com. We're 180 East Broadway.
Yeah, 180 East Broadway.
Yeah.
Ingalls, Indiana, right across from the water tower.
Right across. We're still working out, trying to figure out how we can sponsor the water tower.
We're trying. Actually, I might have a way to do that. I did hear some things that might actually make that work. So
Really?
wouldn't that be awesome? Have
That'd be
Final
so
Third right
cool.
on the water tower.
Yeah, that'd be
Big
awesome.
arrow pointing right to our
We
shop.
don't even need an arrow. Just sponsor the water tower,
Sponsor.
get your logo.
Oh, man.
Get Kyle to work out a big old stencil for somebody to paint on
Make
there.
the water tower look like a big old cigar.
It can be done.
That would be awesome.
That'd be a lot of man hours.
Oh my gosh. And a lot of money, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, we're loaded, so
Yeah. I'll pay myself one day.
New business owners. Yeah, Rob got a $9 paycheck.
Yeah, my wife's like playing with me right now, paying me $9 a week.
Yeah. She's good at keeping you humble. I mean,
Something like that, yes.
here's the deal. Rob smokes probably $100 in cigars a day.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Days maybe more.
He gets
Just depends
paid.
on the day.
Just not
paid.
not paid like that.
No.
No.
No, as long as she's paying the bills, we're good.
Yep.
I mean, I pretty much live here anyway, so it's all good.
He does have a cot for the humidor, so
I do need to get a cot in here, don't I?
yeah,
I seriously
you
do.
totally should.
I told Lisa, if things don't go real well here in the lounge, we're not closing down. I'm just going to sell the house, build a shower in here, and I'm just going to live here.
We could put one in that room back there.
No, we'll just do an outdoor shower on the patio.
Heck yeah. We can do a rainwater system for you.
Rainwater
Rob.
system. That's right.
Keep your
We'll save all the
water bill
rain,
down.
save all the rain off the roof into barrels and
Actually,
just dump
that would
it.
not be that hard if you built it on the other side of your
It wouldn't be hard at all.
bathroom.
We have those water barrels at home that Lisa uses for watering flowers and stuff. And we could easily put one up here and run a pump up over top and
There you go.
shower out there. I mean, I won't even put up blinds. I'll just shower out there.
Butt naked.
Butt naked, baby.
Hey, the customers at the music box would like the show.
I don't think they would be too happy about that.
The music box would complain about anything.
They might complain about a naked dude out there on the patio. Man, maybe not.
I'm
Maybe
sure.
not.
I'm sure
Eh.
many of people got naked inside the music box. Not to throw them under the bus.
I don't think so.
It's a
Eh.
dive bar.
I mean, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has to have that local bar you go to where you can get good drinks.
That's the
cheap
Ingalls
drinks.
watering hole.
It is. It is. And they, do karaoke, all kinds of fun stuff. Again, we're shouting out another business, but that's what we love to do here is we like to partner with other businesses. Great people over there. They've been in here. We've been in there. It's just a cool little town. In the next 5 years is going to be pretty amazing. I think there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming here. Again, we're 5 minutes from Fortville, 5 minutes from Pendleton,
Yeah.
15 minutes from Geist and McCordsville and Fishers. And,
Yep.
I mean, we're out in the middle of nowhere, but we're not.
No.
I will say one thing. It was kind of funny when Tony Katz came by the other day to do a video. I walked out in the parking lot and was talking to him. He's like, "Where the hell am I?" So, it was pretty funny, but
That's good.
I mean, again, we're close enough. And most people, when they're going to cigar lounges, they realize you got to drive to them because there's not a ton of cigar lounges from, it's not like your
if
local
you're-
bars where you can go from bar hopping. Cigar
if you're
shop
in
or
Indy,
cigar
there's
lounge.
quite a few in Indy.
Yeah,
but
in downtown,
Yeah.
but again, you're going to...
actually, not that many people live downtown anymore.
No.
COVID kind of put everybody moving out to the burbs. So
Yeah, the housing situation here in Indiana is kind of insane, but
I think that's everywhere, though.
it is everywhere, yeah. Thanks, Joe Biden.
It ain't got anything to do with him.
Oh, that's true, it doesn't. That's just the gas price. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I filled my little Ford up for
Nice.
nearly $60 yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in college, I would fill it up for $23 and complain.
I know.
Like just
Well, and then
what was it like 4 years ago?
Well, and I-
$23 would
over the
fill my
last
tank.
was about 3-4 weeks ago, I gave my 28 mile per gallon Subaru Outback to my wife, and I go out and buy a really, really great gas mileage
Yeah.
vehicle, a Jeep.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Makes no sense at all, but hey, I like it.
You drive 2 miles to work and 2 miles back.
It's 4.5. Come
Four
on.
and a half.
4.5. Come on, man.
Practically walkable.
Practically.
It is walkable.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah,
4.5 miles.
It's not a bad day.
That's not even a gallon of gas a day.
No.
No. What you get in
Almost in the
18?
I'm 17, 18, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible.
No.
But I haven't went, crazy four-wheeling in it. Thinking about it tomorrow, though. I'm thinking about going out and
Really?
hitting some trails tomorrow, so.
Well, that'll be fun. Just don't get stuck. You don't have your winch yet.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good if you do get stuck.
I know how to drive when driving four-wheel drive, so I'm good. Man, you are smoking a lot. I am today, buddy. You're well into the final third. I'm still at the end of the second here. So what are you getting now? You're into the final third.
Yeah, it's chocolate coffee, graham cracker. The retro hail is that building pepper. Like it starts off, it doesn't present as super peppery, and then it kind of builds up. But the whiskey with it is like chai tea spices, which are the baking spices, cardamom, star anise, and a little bit.
Yeah,
And
just a little bit.
pancakes, maple syrup.
Yeah. And I'm more waffle guy, so more waffle to me.
Okay. They taste the same. It's just different texture.
Yeah, pancakes suck. Waffles are great.
I've got a commercial waffle iron at the house, dude. Somebody gave it to me. They were like,
Everybody has one, and they've used it like one time.
nah, that thing has been used and abused.
Has it?
Yeah, you have like
Not
waffle.
as abused as your grandpa's crock pot.
Yeah. So we talked about it on the last one, but we were at an Indiana Bourbon Club event last Sunday, and to wax dip all the bottles, we used my grandfather's old crock pot. And
It worked great.
It was the perfect size for it. I mean, it took forever to heat up, but
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah.
But it might be done.
You think so?
No, Katrina was pretty sure she could get the rest of the wax out of it. She said, well, if you freeze it, it'll like pull away
might.
from the wall. I said, you do whatever you want to. This is a wax dipping crock pot at this point. It is not getting used for anything else. I also have a decent crock pot at the house. So
You can always just keep on adding different beads in there. Just the colors just gonna
come
keep
out
morphing
brown.
out. Oh yeah,
it'll just brown next time.
It would be, but that's all right.
It would probably look good on our Starlight bottle. Brown.
Might. What color do we need to do the dip on that
Gold.
one? That's port. Oh, we need to do Aladino Burgundy.
Aladino Burgundy.
Yeah. We could do a burgundy on that. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Or we just really make it wretched and do black, dripping down the bottle.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And we can Legos on top and sprinkle it in glitter.
I think we should do. I do think we should do on one of these barrel releases. We definitely need to get the exact shade of Maker's Mark Red. Just see if we can get someone after us.
I don't think so. I think I'm good. Yeah.
Well, we could never get the same drip that they have for. I mean,
No.
shit, they patented that thing.
Yeah.
They patented the drip.
So if you ever see wax on a bottle that is not like a single barrel release or anything like that, like a regular release bottle with wax on it, it will never have a drip
yeah, it's illegal.
because Maker's Mark is the only whiskey that can have the wax drip on it. So you'll see a lot of bottles that are like regular release stuff that have a hard line around it. No drips though. It
Right.
cannot drip or they could get sued by Makers.
Yep. And that's, I mean, again,
It's
that's
their signature.
incredible marketing on Maker's part. I'm not a fan of their whiskey. I know you are.
I love the Maker's cash strength stuff. Like even
It's not
down
my
to
jam.
regular cash strength. I think it's good. Actually, a lot of weeded bourbons pair well with cigars, unless you're Rob.
I don't
Rob
like
doesn't
weeded.
like weeded bourbons, except for
Wilderness
probably
Trail.
that Wilderness Trail.
That's good, yeah.
Of course, that's a sweet mash weeded.
There are a few I like. It just depends on the actual mash. But if it's a high wheat content, I'm not as big of a fan. But
Have you ever had a straight wheat whiskey?
actually, I did. I believe it was straight wheat. It's the Traverse City barrel proof wheat,
Okay.
and I liked it.
I'm gonna have to bring you the Starlight wheat.
Okay.
That-
You mean you're gonna make me drink whiskey?
oh, you poor baby.
Gosh, dang.
Oh my gosh.
We're putting in the work here, guys.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody's
got to do it. And we're not mad that it's us. So yeah, Lisa.
Not that we're getting these bottles for free. We still have to buy everything, but that's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll put in the work to drink them down.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Yeah, I'll bring that. I'll get you a pour.
Dancing around it, aren't
Dancing around it. This cigar is stellar.
you? Maple waffle cone. The pepper's building a little bit on the retrohale.
Yep.
I'm still getting some cherry notes in the whiskey.
It's not as fruity to me. If I'm getting anything, it'd be that orange peel still.
I'm still getting a little of the orange peel, but not as much as I was earlier on.
Yeah.
Let's try. I'm gonna try that backwards again, see if it does it again.
So that slight fruitiness I associated is just like a nice quality actual maple syrup, not like Aunt Jemima or the Aldi brand that I grew up on.
So now they do make these too. We've got them for my youngest daughter. She likes dark chocolate. It's more of the dark chocolate orange now.
Okay.
I just love the way this whiskey feels after it sits on the palate
Okay.
and gets warm in the chest.
I just like feeling the whiskey.
I like feeling the whiskey.
Yeah.
What we need to do is one of these podcasts where we've already had like 3 full doubles, and then we start. It could be fun, guys. I'm telling you. There's only been a couple of times we've both been buzzing in here pretty heavy.
I'm not gonna admit to that, but it's debatable.
You know, I mean, especially when we get new bottles on the shelf.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I know-
you
I
got
know.
you got to taste test, gotta figure out the notes.
Oh yeah.
So after we have a couple doubles, then we will do
The pulpit podcast.
yeah, Crazy Alice and milk.
So there is one. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be kind of a joke.
No, it's definitely a joke.
Okay, it's definitely a joke.
Neither Rob or I like to smoke
I don't
flavored
like
cigars.
No, and again, for those that like it, again,
Do it.
smoke what
Absolutely.
you like. That's the best cigar for you. But I can't do the sweet infused. But we're thinking about doing the Crazy Alice. and
I
milk.
actually like the way that the Crazy Alice and the Sweet Jane smell in the
Yeah.
air. But
It's kind of fun.
pairing it with milk, we should go all out on the joke and do buttermilk.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Have you seen that dude on YouTube that he's putting weird shit in whiskey and letting it sit for a week, and then he takes shots of it?
No.
I have to figure. I'll figure out his name and share it out there. 'Cause
Okay.
it's hilarious. He did one with. He basically took a whiskey and put a whole bunch of Sour Patch Kids in it, and then took them out and drank it. He actually really liked. He says he really liked. Who knows if he did?
He's a lie.
But it's like he's doing
It'd be
things with
one thing if-
whirlers and all kinds of different candies and stuff in there. and
Whatever.
it's actually kind of
So-
funny. But you know, with the Sour Patch thing, I'm like, I could get behind that because I really like Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, me too.
I
those
can try
those
it.
are always my movie theater
I love them.
treat. And I'll always end up buying too big of a bag, and it'll like burn my tongue by the end of it. That's the worst, man.
That's what we need to do. And actually, we're going to do it here soon. We used to do it a little bit down at the Smoke Pit, but I'd like to start doing a movie night here.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you get a chance to sit down and watch a movie with a glass of bourbon and a cigar?
Pretty often.
Well, I mean, like in a theater setting.
Oh yeah.
Where you're actually hanging out with a bunch of people smoking and drinking and watching
Yeah.
movies.
Movie
So
night.
we're definitely going to have to do that here coming up soon. So
When I was-
be on the lookout for that. We'll be doing that soon.
When I was at still going to Smokers Abbey, and when I was living in Nashville still, they did like they would always, depending on the night of the week, there'd be another TV show that a crew would come in to watch. So forever it was Walking Dead. Like, don't sit in the TV room if you don't want to watch Walking Dead.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was a blast.
Well, Stranger Things just came out, 4th season.
Yeah.
I watched part of the first one last night before Lisa decided to get sleepy and go to bed.
She's making you watch it with her?
Oh, yeah, we watch it. Yeah. I think that's a great. And again, it's based in Indiana, but it's kind of it's funny.
Yeah.
It's even weirder right now because this last season, this fourth season, all of it's last
Kids are
season.
old, man.
Yeah, they're like 20 years old now. You're like looking at them. You're
like,
still saying you're in high school, sophomore.
I think there's
so.
one more season coming after this.
Is that it?
Yeah. But this season is supposed to be an extended one.
I've heard it's it's a lot darker than the other seasons were.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah. I got into Stranger Things like the first season, and then it kind of just dropped off for me.
I've liked them all.
3 was kind of blah,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if I'll watch season 4.
Yeah, you will.
I probably will.
I'll start talking about it all the time after I
Well-
watch it, and you'll be like, oh, I'll watch it now.
Victoria was like, "You want to watch Stranger Things season 4 with
Then
me?"
yes, you should, because that's your lady friend.
There you go.
Yes.
So I might. Look at this. This is Cigar quality. This just happened.
Falling
today.
apart. Look at that.
Falling apart. Well, it's because I'm always. Oh, now it's good.
I know. You gotta get your tongue placed just right to get it to work right. Guess we're not getting a sponsorship from Cigar.
Hey, Cigar, I love the XO. This lighter has
Cutters.
lasted me. Oh crap! It's probably been 4 years now, and with heavy use, especially in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
So
It'll fall apart here soon.
no,
I will say,
sponsor me, Cigar.
and you
I
agree
love
that you agree with this too.
Yeah.
These Vissel lighters, I'm super impressed with the quality that they're putting out right now.
The only thing that I could ask of them is to not like point the 2 jets at each other. If it was more like this paintbrush,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
but the nice thing about pointing together is you can use this as a paintbrush, but you can also use it as a touch-up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice. Where this one is the 3 jet, and it's great, but it's kind of funny because there's another one we're going to be getting in here soon. It's almost like a soft. It's not as, I don't know. Some of them you get that they just really are like
Harsh.
torches.
Yeah.
But somehow theirs is a little bit more, a little softer, so you're not torching it as quite as hard.
Absolutely.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah. I think I've got 4 Vissel lighters at the house. I got 2 of those small Aladinos because
They're awesome.
well, they're awesome, and also what's his name? Husto gave them both to me.
Yeah.
He was like, "You need another." I was like, "Not really, but okay."
Yeah. Great lighters.
And then I've got the Maru, which is this style, which that's my go-to. I love this thing. And then I've got the $14 one. I don't remember what that one's
I
called.
think it's the Palisades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a great one. That's kind of the one that I leave around the house. And the Artemis. So I actually brought that out to the Starlight Cigar Batch event, and people were like, "That's got a rest on top."
Yeah, that's the
like,
Artemis
of course
right
it does. And it's such a solid lighter, especially for lighting cigars outside. I think the Triple Jet is the move.
Yeah, it kind of is. And again, the way they're pointed, you can actually still light a nice smaller ring gauge, or you can definitely light the bigger ring gauges. So this thing's getting to be more dark chocolate coffee.
Yep.
Which is really nice. Still with the whiskey though, that maple. It's funny because I don't know how much maple we were getting before, but I'm getting a lot more maple now.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Well, I just finished my pour, and my cigar's about done too.
Well, look at you.
Look at me.
We'll teach you.
It's flat. It's the way it wanted to burn. That's it.
Yeah. Well, winding down here.
Yeah, winding down. If you want to, stop by the shop. Try this pairing. I think it'll be another 10% off if you grab them both. And so
save
the
a
Crook
few
of the
bucks.
Crown Robusto and a pour or two
Of the final third.
of the final third.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be available forever because this is one of our single barrels. So
No.
if this interests you, come on in the shop, see if we still got it going.
Absolutely, yeah.
We post our pairings every week on the wall. So if you ever don't watch one of these videos and are wondering what Rob and I are doing that week, it'll be up right next to the bottles on the wall. And so we love getting people to try the pairings. I think there's only been a couple that have actually done it.
Yeah, a few. But, the pairings so far, we're trying to come up with unique pairings to do some special stuff together. I mean, in all honesty, this cigar would go well with any bourbon you want to try.
Yeah.
I mean, this would go well with a cocktail. This would go well with a lot of beers, the dark beers especially.
Oh, yeah. The That's So Metal would be awesome.
It would
this.
be. It would be. Or the Lutherax. Mexican hot chocolate would be amazing.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's definitely a good cigar that goes around. This pairing, the reason why we liked it, because it was pulling those maple notes, that chocolate and orange and the cherry on the beginning. I mean, it was like a cherry cordial when you started out.
Yeah.
Creaminess even was like that little white creaminess inside of it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of great transitions to this blend. When you put these two together, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of cigars, you will get that transition from third to third. This one, you definitely get the transition, but with the pairing, the transitions just ignite.
Yeah.
And you get a lot more flavor consistency between the two.
Absolutely.
And it's just been a great pairing, man.
Yeah, I have no complaints about this one. We wanted to highlight our barrel pick for this, and we actually ended up smoking a cigar before this that we thought would go well, and it was good. It wasn't anything special like this has been. So
no, and honestly, we'll come back to that one. You'll see it coming up here in the next few weeks because it's a great cigar, but it'll definitely go better with something else, and we'll have something great for that.
Yep.
Honestly, an Irish coffee would probably be pretty freaking amazing with that cigar we had.
I'm not a huge fan of Irish coffees.
You can be wrong. It's okay. I get it.
Well, you just like weak coffee.
No, I like Irish. Again, you drink in the morning, you drink all day.
I'll do an Irish car bomb with it.
We should do an Irish car bomb. St. Patty's Day next year.
Okay.
We'll do an Irish car bomb.
Irish car bomb and cigar pairing. We're gonna have to.
Ooh.
You ever done an Irish car bomb?
Once. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do it right.
Oh,
so.
okay. So it's a shot of normally Jameson and Guinness.
We have some really good Irish with cask strength, red breast, Irish car bomb. We'll be hammered on our first pour.
Yeah. That's the only context I'll drink Guinness in. Is an Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
Then you drop that Irish cream in there.
You have to do Guinness because it's the staple Irish.
Oh yeah.
So we'll do that.
We'll
for sure.
we'll find some Guinness.
Well, cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in and checking this out. Again, I'm Rob here at Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge. You can follow me on Instagram, Final Third Cigar. Go to the website or finalthirdcigar.com. The YouTube channel's up above, but you can also check out all of our events coming up. If you're in our system here also, Isaiah's been working on sending out emails, weekly or bi-weekly, something to where we can spotlight what's coming up, new bottles we have, new cigars we have, events popping up here in the next month or so.
Yeah, the one that's on the horizon that I do want to touch on is the Crown Heads event. June 10th, the Crown Heads, I think 5 to 8 p.m.
5 to 8 p.m.
There's going to be deals. They're going to have merch in here.
Yeah.
And I think it'll just be a good time. So if you're a fan of Crown Heads or just want to come to a cigar event, come on over.
Yeah, and it's a Friday night. It'll be a great time. If we run out of boxes, I'm going to extend that box deal we're going to have for, if I have to order boxes for you. You just buy it that night. I'll order them for you, and we'll have them here at the lounge for you whenever you come in. So
absolutely.
So where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the Whiskey Pastor.
Yeah. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you on the next one.
See you
Cheers.
then. Cheers.